Hi, family, friends, saints and ain'ts. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome to Radiant Wrap. It got really chilly here in Tampa. Really chilly. So we had the heat on. We don't usually have to do those things. And Kevin and Kevin's my husband, we have a little different thought on what the temperature should be set at. We both grew up in the north actually, and his mindset is more like, yeah, I had to worry about not having enough heat growing up, so now I want to have as much heat as I want to have and walk around in shorts. And we, same. I mean, we had to conserve energy, so my mindset of remembering when we were young is put extra layers of clothes on and keep it moving. And so, especially at night, just get under the covers and snuggle real good. But anywho, welcome to Radio Wrap. We kind of always come to a nice compromise. Most times it might be a little bit more on my side, but hey, I'm 35 and a half years in, so good for me. Uh, so RADIANT is, if you don't know, an acronym for rest, activity awareness, diet, introspection, agua, note taking, and training. All the things that I believe that we need to be healthy and whole. So that introspection, don't just kind of skim over that. That is our prayer and meditation, real important. Agua, because it fit into the acronym, is our water. We need that. This is 340 day of 2024. So there's 26 days left in the year. And I wanted to share about a couple of things, really gift giving. I wrote an article recently. I write a monthly column for the World of Westchase, or WOW, which is a community magazine. And I will, a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times I'll get inspiration from what the health observance is for the month. And this month is National Safe Toys and Gifts Month. So today I want to share a little bit about that. And I also wanted to share some items that I purchased this year or want to purchase, and I think are great gifts. So we'll do both. What else about, before I get into that, this season is happening? Well, it's Advent season. So even if you're not a Christian, I respect whatever it is that you believe, but I am. And in this Advent season, Sunday was the first day of Advent. It is about anticipation, the anticipation of Christ's coming, and because it goes for 4 weeks, 4 Sundays, and the anticipation of him coming again. Mommy, hey, mommy. So I know you know that. We're in Advent season. Deaconess Moss, Deaconess Ray. So the first week is we light a candle at church, and it represents hope. And I love that. I mean, if you are without hope, it is really hard to, I think, to live a joyful life. So the 4 weeks of candle lighting are hope, peace, joy, and love. And so this first week is in hope. It's also World Soil Day. Did you know that? Soil, SOIL. For agriculturally, that is a very important day. And the United Nations, part of the United Nations, have, I think since 2002, if I remember correctly, have been observing National Soil Day, because it's very important for us to have good soil for our food and for economics, by 2050, we're going to need so much more food than we have right now. A lot of that will involve having good soil. What else is good about what's happening right now? Actually in 2013, Nelson Mandela passed on December 5th. He was 95 years old. And in 1790, God bless him, one of my favorite quotes is his: "It's always impossible until it's done." Nelson Mandela. Mozart died as well on December 5th in 1791, and he was 35 years old. It's National Hand Washing Awareness Week. Oh, I'm a big one for the hand washing. Even before COVID, wash your hands, people. Wash your hands. It will help to minimize the spread of germs. Wash your hands. On this day, Walt Disney was born. Walt Disney was born on this day in 1901, and I think he died in 1966. A couple other things that were important that happened on this day. In 1935, Mary McLeod Bethune founded the National Council of Negro Women in New York City. And in 1955, civil rights gentleman E.D. Nixon and Rosa Parks, I'm sure you've heard of her, they led the Montgomery bus boycott, December 5th, 1955. Okay, so let's get to, I have a couple of slides, what I wanted to talk about a little bit about. So the toy safety is part of what was an article that I wrote about for the month of December for the column. And I just wanted to point out a few things about that and then share some gifts that don't have to do with children. This part mostly has to do with children because in 2022, there was a study that showed that there were over 200,000 incidents where children had to go to the ER because of toy-related injuries. So I thought it was a good thing for us to talk about and for me to write about. Of those injuries, 76% of the children were under 14 years old, and 38% were little bitty ones under 4 years old. And some of these emergencies were from choking and cutting hazards. There were eye injuries, a lot of them from small pieces from toys. And so there's an organization, and there were some deaths, not many, but a small number. But come on, unless it's if it's your child, one is too many. So any, right, is too many. And these organizations, the CPSC, Consumer Product Safety Commission, the, commission is spelled so wrong, sorry. The American Public Health Association and this organization called World Against Toys Causing Harm, or WATCH, they pretty much keep the consumer informed of what's good, what's not good, what the studies, the research is showing, and help to keep the manufacturers accountable. You would be surprised. A lot of the injuries occurred from very big, well-known corporations. So just a couple of things, maybe I'm sure you already know, but let's just give the reminder to purchase age-related or appropriate toys. Because a lot of times we as grandparents, parents, aunties, uncles, friends, teachers, not so much teachers, but definitely others, we can tend to be overly confident in our children's abilities and because they are so smart and they are so mature, but we still want to make sure that we get gifts that are age appropriate. Even still, make sure you check the labels and inspect the toys. Even when you look and see that it's age related, make sure that there's nothing that could come off, that they could swallow, choke. Some of the, I think one of the deaths was auto related. There was drowning in 2022, and most of them were like from stuffed animals, little, buttons or whatever, balloons as well. So make sure that you consider the appropriate gift for the child at the appropriate age. Okay? All right. I want to switch gears now and talk about some grown-up toys. Now, let me just give you a disclaimer. I'm giving you some suggestions of things that I like. And I want you to keep in mind that I don't believe that Christmas is a time to go broke. I just don't believe that. For me, again, because Christmas is more about the relationship of me and Christ and him being born. It's about him and maybe giving to others of time, service, things like that. But so the gifts that I'm talking about are very inexpensive, and they may not be for you, but they were some things that I found that I really enjoyed this year. This was one. I already did a little video about it. I love this mat. It folds up and it goes with me when I travel so that I don't have to be on the nasty carpet or the nasty floor if I'm at a hotel. Oh, that's the other thing. A lot of my gifts this year have to do with travel. I did a lot of traveling this year, so it was great. This one is not the suitcase, actually. It's the cover for the suitcase. So it fits over it like a sleeve. I thought that was great. I loved that. And when I went to Africa, I got one of that cover and put it over my luggage. It helps to protect the luggage, number one. And it also is more of a deterrent for people opening things because it's contained, all your zippers and things. So that was one that I really liked. I also love this duffel bag. Okay, I'm a yoga enthusiast. Not only am I a yoga enthusiast, I'm a yoga practitioner, and I'm a certified yoga instructor. So, okay, this duffel bag has so much room in it. It can fit your bag, it can fit blocks, it can fit straps, and then there's a little zipper on the side where it can fit your phone, it can fit your wallet. Love this duffel bag for yoga practitioners. Listen, if the person you love is not into yoga, don't buy them yoga stuff. Like, don't buy stuff like this is a hint for you to start doing it. That won't go over well. Okay, don't do that. All right. This is a gift I'm going to get like my daughters. Okay. And my daughter-in-law. I love this gift. When I went to Africa, I didn't have this. And a couple of the women had it. And what was so great about it is it hangs up and it has all these compartments for all of your toiletries. Who knew? I didn't. And when I got home, I bought one right away. You can see I purchased it in July. And I mean, it was right after I got home. So for my next trip, I was going to have it. And every trip that I did after that, I had the travel bag, makeup bag, toiletry bag. So many things can fit in there. It was awesome. It's awesome. I love that bag. And I also like the compression cubes. I think I just did a video on those. Eventually I'll do a post on all of these, just things I love. I love these cubes. You talk about so many outfits that you can fit into a cube, and they save so much space. My daughter, Taylor, I can thank her for turning me on to the packing cubes. She had them, and we went on a trip last year, and I noticed how just organized her suitcase was. I loved it. And I've loved my cubes, and they have them for shoes too. Love, love, love. You can see all this stuff is not very expensive. I bought this for Africa too. Oh my goodness. This ABS shoe, ab shoe, travel backpack has so much room, so many pockets. It might be annoying. There are so many pockets. For me, it wasn't annoying. I loved it. I love this backpack. So durable. It went to Africa with me and it came back, looked just like new. Love that for myself. This, I got Kevin. This was actually from Taylor as well. She bought this luggage and look how inexpensive it is. Wrangler, it's lasting pretty good. The luggage gets beat up so bad. So I bought Kevin some. I thought 3 pieces for $131. What? And it's the harder material. Thought it was a good buy. When Kevin and I went to Nevada, we went to Arizona and we went canoeing, and we wanted to take our phones in the water with us on our canoes and make sure that they were protected. What? This is something I just pulled off of Amazon. We actually got it at the store where we were, so we paid probably twice as much as this. But they worked really well and kept my phone and his phone protected, so we were able to take pictures and not worry about our phones getting wet. And this is the last one. I haven't purchased this yet. This is a hydroponic garden tower, but this is on my list. I mean, I'm like telling my husband and my kids, I don't want nothing else. This is what I want. This is a picture that I took. Actually, my cousin Crystal, she has a couple of them in her home. And so I just took the picture off of hers. And my sister-in-law, Tammy, she has a company that offers them or has them. So I'm probably going to get it from Tammy. I told Crystal, I mean, my sister-in-law trumps you. She's my first cousin. Love them both, but they're not in the same business. I got to pick one. So I'll get it from my sister-in-law, Tammy. But what it is indoor, outdoor. They have 2 different ones, but I'll have it on my lanai, on my porch. And it's a system where you can grow like a garden. I want one. I'm long overdue for one. I do have friends like Mama Queen, who they have a big garden in their backyard. That's great. I live in this gated community. We have reclaimed water. That's not happening. We don't have gardens here. Okay. Have to move to the country like my little cousin Doug. That's Crystal's son. He's out in Lakeland, got all this land. I'm sure he has a garden out there. But this would be fine for me to have my herbs and to have a few vegetables. So this is costly. So that's why I'm calling in the Calvary. Everybody help out. This is what your mother, this is what your wife wants. All right. So I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. I don't even know because I don't care if I don't get it for Christmas, but that's just something that I really don't. But that is something that I am going to get. I'll get it myself. It's something that I am going to get in the next, couple of months because I want that. And I'll share with you when I do. So that's it. Just be careful when you get the gifts for your young people, your godchildren, your grandchildren, your children. Be mindful. And then some gift ideas for you grown folk, especially if you travel. A lot of things that I liked, and this hydroponic, and they have some that aren't as expensive as the one I want. But it has a water filter system and everything. So those are a few gifts that I've loved this year. And I hope to see you soon. Listen, my friends, you have greatness inside of you. If you don't already do it, please follow me on all the social media platforms, even TikTok. I'm over there too. Instagram, Facebook. Yes, I'd love to see you. And as long as your content is not offensive, and it's legit, then I will thank you, mommy. Mommy's so cool. I'll follow you back. And if I don't know you though, and you follow me and your page is private, so I can't see what's on your page, then the likelihood of me following you is really small. Also, if I love if you follow me and you don't post, but if you don't post, I mean, why am I following you? So, anyways, I don't know how I got down that rabbit trail. That's why I kind of use the focus sometimes, because I have this mind that will kind of go here and there. But Mom, thanks for hanging out with me. Deb, where's Deb? What? Okay, I'm going, Mom. I'll give you a call as soon as I hang up. Okay, I love you, and I love all of you. Nothing you can do about it. Let me do this. Bye for now.